Where am I forever advancing yourself, people? You all know how we do this thing. We take it from level to level to level to level. How you all doing today? I'm sharing my screen here, and this is an article online um, that was written on Wednesday, May the 8th, 2024 at 7:30 by Courtney Mabus Brown. Lawyer, all right, talking about deputy who fatally shot Florida Airman had wrong apartment. Had the wrong apartment. Um, what do you think about this? Let you think about it for a little while. What do you think about this? Let you think about it for a minute. I think this airman was 23 years old. The wrong apartment. You have to remember my channel is about how people take your freedom from you. How your freedom is taken against your will a lot of times. Law enforcement take people freedom from them. Regular people take people freedom from them. Your neighbor can take your freedom from you. And you may ask the question, what is she really talking about? About taking freedom from somebody. Look at that young man. Look at him. I'm sure he was going somewhere with his life. You know? I'm just letting you look. Sometimes it does us good just to look. Can you imagine what this young man's family is feeling like right now? What if that was a picture of your son? A very handsome young man, bright, clear eyes, military. But let's just say it was an Asian child that you're looking at right now, an Oriental or European American. I'm just getting you to think a little bit. How would you feel about that then if it was your child that the whole world's looking at every day and feeling really bad for this young man, young fella? I feel bad that that happened to you because I'm ex-military, I'm Army, and you was an airman. Maybe he was going to be a pilot, doing something with his life. How did trained law enforcement officers make a mistake and come into this man place where he was sleeping? He stayed there and he was on a FaceTime video talking to a young lady. and she heard everything. And they came in there and they just gonna say now that it was the wrong apartment and this young man is dead. Okay? And that's my aquarium. It's low in water. If you hear water trickling and tingling, whatever you hear it, that's my aquarium that's low in water. Young man dead. No, he wasn't out robbing anybody. No, it wasn't a car chase gone bad like they did a pit maneuver the other day and killed four teenagers, ages 14 to 16. Haven't heard anything else about it. African American young teenagers. A star football player was in that car that day also. Haven't heard anything else about it. Didn't see no write up about it anymore. Don't know if somebody got fired. Don't know anything. Before young teenagers were left dead. It was a stolen SUV. Someone stole the SUV, but they didn't deserve to die behind it. This young man definitely didn't deserve to be dead. Well, what if it was your child, you know? What would you want done to those deputies or that deputy that took the life of your loved one, trespassed on his property, kicked in the door, broke in, whatever you did, wrong apartment, doesn't matter. How did you get in that apartment? I haven't even read the article, you all. You all read it. Search it and read it. A lot of time I get really sick, physically sick, about articles like this. And like I told a lot of you all, a lot of you know that I recently started back looking at the news. I stopped looking at the news, you all, for about ever since 2016. I just it just got sick of articles like this. I got sick, physically sick about reading and hearing stuff like this. Deputies all over the world, policemen and women. How do you all make accidents like this and go into the wrong apartment? And most of the time, when it's the wrong apartment, you mess around, you kill black people. Uh, who was the young black girl that got killed not too long ago? Same thing happened to her. And they shot her boyfriend too. Um, what's her name? I used to call her name all the time. Yeah, black young girl got killed in her home while she's in bed. Her and her boyfriend in bed sleeping or whatever. Come in with a flashlight and you shoot and kill somebody. I don't believe them. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I never believed that this deputy was in the. I believe that he knew he was in the wrong place. This is my freedom of speech. Nobody's not saying anything about ex-President Trump, freedom of speech. That rhetoric that getting people killed all over the world. If you're not going to say anything about what he's saying, don't say nothing about what I'm saying. How was this a mistake? How did this young man lose his life for no reason, taking his freedom from him in 2024? And now you just want to slap on your wrist? I think that people need the death penalty that does things like this. I see the United States need to implement the death penalty for something that happened just like this. Um, you may say, why? Why she want the death penalty? I want it to stop. I want it to stop. I want people to stop losing their lives and they're innocent and they take their freedom from them. You take the happiness and the freedom of the families away from them. This family never going to be the same anymore. How could you? Sometimes people want to get mad at me, but don't get mad at me. Get mad with the system. Get mad with law enforcement. If they're not going to know how to do their job, they need to get off the police force. They don't need to be no deputy. A lot of times these people are racist. A lot of times they are biased. A lot of times they kill people on purpose. And I'm telling you the truth. I don't believe it was an accident. I believe he knew that young man lived there, and they know he was a black man that's moving on the up and up. And I believe they killed him on purpose. Say what you want to say about me. I believe he was murdered, and he was murdered on purpose, and they knew where he lived. That's what I believe. What did he do to get a bullet and put inside of his body? Tell me, what did this young man do to be dead today? Hmm? Answer that question. What was he guilty of? Why were you trespassing inside of his home? And when you saw him, you see he's black, you shoot him. He didn't have no gun. He didn't have no gun. Why were you in his apartment? That's what needs to be solved right there. Why were you in this man's apartment trespassing? Jail time? No. Death penalty. Jail time? No. Death penalty. Do you hear me? The death penalty. That's the only way you're going to stop shooting out black people, men and women and children. You have no respect for us. None whatsoever. And in the state of Florida at that, no, you don't have no respect for. And I said it. And I said a death penalty. Slapping these people on the wrist. I don't care if you black or white. You bust in a door of a young European American 23-year-old airman, if he was an airman, and you shoot him and you a black police officer, death penalty for you. Death penalty for the deputy that shot this black man. Death penalty. When you saw his face and you know he's scared and there's no gun, you shot him. You didn't look around and see was there anybody else in the house that could do you any harm. You went in there to kill him. You all went in there to kill this man. You went in there to kill him. Do you hear what I'm saying? You went in there to murder him. We don't want your money. We don't want your money, state of Florida. That's the only thing y'all do. Look at black women and kill their children and then just want to pay them out for them to shut up. No, death penalty. You need the death penalty from doing it. It wasn't no accident. I say it was not an accident. It happens too much. You find somebody that you want gone and you'll get together and you go and kick their doors in and murder them. Just like back in slavery days, the KKK, the Ku Klux Klan, had black men so fearful and scared, you're kicking our damn doors in, killing us in 2024. Death penalty. I said it, death penalty. If I go and I kick your door in and kill your white child or your Mexican child, Oriental child, African child, fill in the blank. Fill it in. Fill the blank in. No, don't be talking about, oh, she's all upset. You need to be upset about this young man getting murdered also in his home. Because the table's getting ready to turn if you don't open your mouth and say something about it. It's already turning. Those 3 surfers that got murdered in Mexico, the table's already turning, baby, toward y'all. It's going to turn now. Don't say I didn't tell you. God's tired of y'all walking around, kicking in doors, killing his children, black children, African American men and women and babies. And you just going to sit back and say, oh, it was the wrong apartment. No, you killed that man on purpose. Yeah, look at his eyes. You killed him and murdered him on purpose. You are a murderer. And you need to be dead too. Just like he's dead, you need to be dead. Death penalty. Yeah, I'm saying it. You killed him. You need to be killed. That's the only way they're going to stop doing it, is for us to kill them when they do it. Penalty for killing him is death. That's your penalty from killing this young black man is death. You people play around with y'all too much and tap you on your hand. George Floyd got choked to death on national TV, and Derek Chauvin is somewhere in jail, right? He's still alive. That man should have got the death penalty for murdering George Floyd like that. He should have got the death penalty. Nobody don't want your money. Keep your money in the state of Florida. Give this man a death penalty from killing this black man. Death penalty is what you deserve. You'll be more careful the next time. You'll kick the right door in. So if that was the wrong apartment, which one was the right apartment? Ask him that. That's the wrong apartment, right? You're saying it's the wrong one. Which apartment were you looking for? And why did this man end up dead behind it? And now you're going to say, oh, I was at the wrong apartment. That's a bunch of bull crap. And you know it's a bunch of bull crap. And you know you're going to try to get off and go to jail for a little while. And then you get out and you done killed a young affluent black man to going somewhere in his life. No, he ain't out on the street slanging drugs. He's not out on the street breaking and stuff. He's not trying to sell cigarette with fake money. He ain't trying to do none of that stuff. And then he still lost his life, though. That is what Priscilla is saying. And you need the death penalty from killing them. Protect yourself, black people. Because when I speak like this, people don't like me. People don't like me because I speak like this. But I said a death penalty to that deputy that shot that man and killed this young man. That's what Priscilla say. That's my freedom of speech. You don't do nothing to nobody else. You don't do nothing to these here elected officials that's running off at the mouth and getting those 3 surfers killed in Mexico because Mexicans beginning to hate Americans because of it. Build a wall. Close off the border. They look at us coming into their country and they killing us now. They don't want us there because we don't want them here either. The president, Trump. You're not saying anything about that though, right? You think everything he's doing, 80-year-old man need to get somewhere and shut up, but he killing people. It's all right though. In your eyesight, it's not you. So you all for that type of crap. All that rhetoric. Rhetoric kills, baby. Rhetoric kills, calling people animals. That's probably why this black man is dead right here, right now. Because that deputy probably looked at him and said, oh, he's just an animal. Society don't care anything about him. Oh, I'm just getting rid of one more nigger. That's all. So, pow, shot somebody's son. Well, they need to line you up on the river and let that mama blow your brains out. Or her son or her daughter or whoever it is, blow your brains out from killing their loved one. Now, that's my penalty against you from doing that to him. Death. Death is the thing that I write down on your paperwork. If I was a judge, I hit it with the damn gavel and I said death by lethal injection, death by hanging, death by the gallows, wherever you want to send you. Because you know what? You was careless in your line of duty. You weren't no professional. You didn't utilize the chains of command. You didn't do anything. I think you knew, or somebody that worked with you knew who lived behind that apartment door, and you wanted him gone, and you killed him. Because it happens too much in the United States of America. You're murdering black men left and right, and then you're choking them out. You got your big knee on their back. You got your big knee in their throat. You got their knee in their groins. They all handcuffed and you're mashing the breath out of them. They're up against concrete. They can't breathe. Lay your big fat butt down on the ground and lay on some concrete and let me stand up on you for a few minutes to see how you're going to breathe. I guarantee you can't breathe. If you lay down on your floor in your living room, put your hands behind your back like somebody got handcuffs on you, and see how you can breathe, and let about 2 or 3 people get on your back and they hitting you and poking you, you're trying to talk, and they pushing your head down in concrete, you're going to die too. You're going to die just like anybody else would die. You ain't no different from me. If you do something to me, my prayer is that somebody come and get you. You understand me? If you do anything to my family member, my prayer to God Almighty that somebody come and they hang you. Because one thing about it, it's time out for this type of crap right here. You gonna say, oh, it was the wrong door. Oh, really? You gonna get off that easy? And they're gonna take another 2 years before they take you to trial. And you just living eating steak and ice cream and crab legs and celebrating the holidays and stuff. And this man is dead. His mama got the Mother's Day is Sunday, you coward. You put a bullet in this young man to make that whole family break down. No enjoyment for Mother's Day. You put a bullet in this woman's son, took that baby away from her right before Mother's Day, and you did it on purpose, you damn coward. You did it on purpose and you need the death penalty. Yes, you did. You did that shit on purpose. You ain't gonna tell me nothing. I know you killed him on purpose. You see that man face and he's black, boom. The gun went off just like that. And he did not have no gun. He wasn't armed or anything. I know he wasn't. You may tell somebody he had a gun. You may even plant a gun on him. He was there by himself. There would be no way to know. He's an airman. Oh, yeah, he had to have that gun, right? No, he didn't. And God gonna kill you as sure as you living. God Almighty, Jesus Christ of Nazareth is going to make you so miserable. He's going to put that stuff on your mind day in and day out for the rest of your life if you get off, and you're not going to have no peace. Your family never going to have no peace no more. They're going to always think somebody's after them to kill them because of you. Because of you taking this man's life. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. It's somebody's baby, honey. Look at him. He's just not white. Yeah, look at his eyes. Cut his life off, took his freedom from him just like that. Just like that. Took that man's freedom from him. Took your freedom from you, didn't he? Yeah, he did. Took you from your mama. Took you from your daddy, your sisters, your brothers, your lover, your girlfriend, grandmama, granddad, if they still living. Took you from everybody. You was just 23 years old. Took your life from you. And somebody need to take that deputy's life too. I'm putting it out there. He need to be dead. Yeah, you need to die. Don't get scared now. See what y'all do? We tired of y'all killing our people. We tired of you killing our people. You hear me? We tired of you clowns killing us. We're tired of it. Do you hear me? We tired of you doing that crap. And then talking about, oh, it was the wrong door. Well, you knew it was the wrong door all the time, but you murdered him. I'm doing a video call. Let me call you back. All right, later. Bye-bye. You murdered him. Van Crump, that attorney, always got to be going through all this crap when y'all kill these black people. The attorney Ben Crump, that man always got to go through this atrocities over and over again. I be wondering how his mental status stands up behind that junk, seeing his own people get killed all the time. He knows it's for no reason. That's why he's representing that family, because he knows you murdered that man. Any man that's affluent and y'all moving up, see, they're already killing the ones that's out in the streets all drugged out. They doing all kind of stuff to them. Because they'll steal a car and they'll do stuff and they'll chase them down and kill them and do a pit maneuver on a whole four family of four boys and kill them just like that. They don't care. They don't care. And I wonder if they care about their own children when they walk around and kill other people's children the way they do it. And I don't care what color you are. I don't care what your nationality is, your socioeconomic status. I care nothing about it. When you put a bullet in somebody, you put that bullet in to kill them. That's what you did. Some people may live behind your bullets, but some people, they die. And you usurp their freedom. And the parents' freedom gone now. How in the hell could the mama be any type of free woman? And the only thing on her mind now is the fact that some man, black or white, don't care, you need a death penalty, went in the wrong apartment, right? And took that baby's life. That's horrible. He wasn't bothering nobody. Look at him. He wasn't bothering that man. And they're going to find out that that deputy knew something about this family and that kid right there. And they're going to know something about somebody. And I'd be glad when they find out the truth about it. How do you kick in the wrong door and kill somebody? Another white police officer, female, did that to a black man. A female did that. A female white police officer, maybe about what, maybe 2 or 3 years ago. She did the same crap and said that she didn't know she had went into the wrong apartment. Go in there to kill them. And most of them be educated black men. Think about it. Most of them be black men that's going somewhere in their lives. They don't bother nobody. Probably don't have no violations on their records. And these clowns get their addresses, y'all. You better hear what I'm saying. And they kick the door in to kill them by force. And they take their freedom away from them because they don't want black men to be free. And that's the way they're doing it in 2024. Don't you ever think Priscilla is crazy. And I hope and pray they find out that you guilty as charged. Take your job from you. Don't pay you another penny. Because you are going to be the one that got to go before the throne of God on Judgment Day. He going to question you about this airman. I don't even know his name. I don't really practice calling people names anyway with social media because, you can get kicked off the platform, and I'm just getting started on this. And, I talk to, I read the terms of use, but sometimes the terms of use don't give you everything because I Googled it and they said that it was legal to do it. But just give credit to the journalist, which I did. Courtney, what is that? Courtney Mavis Brown. Thank you for your article. A handsome young man, beautiful man. And that's the kind of black men they hunt down, just like slavery. Y'all, it's just like slavery. They hunt those black men down back in the 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s and 60s. And they pull them out of their houses, beating them. They be naked halfway anyway because they sleeping. And they have them scared. And they just trying to put fear in our black women and men. And we'll be so messed up after a while if we don't stop this. We'll be so messed up mentally. We're already scared to travel sometimes. Uh, he wasn't even on the streets. Think about what's really happening to our black men and women. He's not even traveling. You at home. How do you feel when you're at your house, white woman, with the white little baby laying over there about 6, 7 months old? How you feel behind the doors of your house? You feel safe, don't you? Huh? We don't feel safe in our own houses. We don't really feel 100% safe. But you mean to tell me, you can tell me you feel real safe and secure with your children, and maybe you have a teenager, maybe you have a young white boy or a white daughter in the military, maybe you have a son serving overseas somewhere. How come you can feel free and we can't? I'm just asking a question. How come you can feel free and we don't? You think that's right? That what's happened to this young man here? You think that's right? I know it's not right. That's not even my son. I don't even know who his man is, but he's somebody's son. He gone right before Mother's Day. He tried to scar that family up right before Mother's Day. You know what he was doing. A lot of them do it. A lot of them kill us right before the holidays. Pay attention to it. I know I'm right about it. They murder us right before the holidays. They know a holiday is coming up and they hate us so much. They hate black people, y'all. They hate them. And they got them in the police force and they go in there to hate and kill and they destroy our lives, taking away from freedom. This is Freedom Talks, baby, for the people all over the world, to make us feel bad, to make us give up hope, making us commit suicide, making us kill our husbands, our wives, and girlfriends and boyfriends, and then turn around and blow our brains out. This stuff is happening because of what we see happening to our people. It's happening, and white people know it. Y'all know it, don't you? Y'all know how to break a black man down and make that black man kill his wife. Yes, you do. And you've been doing it for centuries and centuries and centuries. And that's why these black men doing that stuff.